for us?
No, I just get everything going here. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right, we are live.
All right. 5:30 having arrived, I'd like to call our Finance and Personnel Committee meeting on Monday, September 25th, 2023. Roll call.
Alder West,
Present.
Alder Horton,
Present.
Alder Land,
Here.
Alder Paffrat,
Here.
Alder McCarthy excused at this moment. That completes roll call.
Thank you. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes for September 11th, 2023 meeting. Move to approve. Second, all right, properly moved and properly second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. First item.
0906-23, communication sponsored by Alder McCarthy on behalf of the wastewater commission requesting approval of a resolution authorizing the issuance and sale of up to $23,367,711 wastewater utility revenue bonds series 2023B and providing for other details and covenants with respect thereto. Recommendation of the wastewater commission on 9/19 is to approve a resolution authorizing the issuance and sale of bonds. Staff recommendation that the wastewater commission be granted approval to authorize the issuance and sale of up to $23,367,711 wastewater utility revenue bonds series 2023B and providing for other details and covenants with respect thereto. Fiscal note, the wastewater utility revenue bonds clean water fund loan in the amount of $23,367,711. Loan is for 20 years and has an interest rate of 2.19%. and $2,050,000 of principal forgiveness. Director Tillis is here to speak on the item.
Good evening, thanks for having me. So this resolution is basically covering our clean water fund loans. And this is for projects that are going on at the treatment plant. So these projects were identified in our 20-year facilities plan, and this is our kind of solution to it. So it's actually 3 projects that we have going on at the same time. One's for replacing our blower and engine, another is for replacing our UV, and the last is for a biogas scrubbing equipment that'll take our gas that's made as a byproduct of wastewater treatment and bring it up to quality so we can use it as renewable energy. So these loans this is actually 2 bonds that are combined into one issuance. And one will cover all the engineering, so our design, our pre-design, feasibility study, and the other one will cover all of the construction for the treatment plant. These projects are currently underway right now at the treatment plant. We're still kind of in a procurement stage, so we're waiting for equipment to show up. This resolution will just kind of help us close on those loans. And we've been carrying that cost for a while, so this will let us get some immediate reimbursement on those loans. Any questions?
When do you expect completion of that? Of this right here?
So there's 3 separate projects, and I think the last one is completed in mid-25. Yeah. So they're really long projects, and most of that need time when it comes to the projects and getting the equipment on board. But yeah, I think middle of 2025.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion at this time. Move to approve.
Second.
All right, properly moved and properly second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries.
Can I see second, was that Land or Paffrat?
Pass that. No, I mean, Lane, I'm sorry.
Item number 0942-23, communication sponsored by Alder West on behalf of the Commissioner of Public Works requesting permission to apply for the federal fiscal year 2024, federal fiscal year 2028 STP urban program funds through the Wisconsin Department of Transportation for resurfacing of Spring Street, Fairway Drive to Valley View Drive. Grant control number 530. Staff recommendation that the Commissioner of Public Works be authorized to apply for said grant. Fiscal note, the estimated grant amount is $2,792,000 with a required city match of $1,198,000. Funds for this project will be appropriated in the 2024 to 2033 capital improvement program. City engineer Molitor is here to speak on the item.
Ms. Fisher pretty much hit all the details. There is, in addition, it's basically our two sections of Spring Street. Spring Street is also County Highway C, so the county has two portions or multiple portions. And we have two that kind of make up the rest of it in the city of Racine, including the Fairway Drive to Valley View Drive. There's also the section 170 feet east of East Colonial Drive to basically the roundabout is also under this application for STP funding. Other than that, dollar amounts are all, are all there. It's resurface and resurface both sections and then replace the traffic signals at Osborne and Spring Street. And then there's two street lighting circuits that are also part of the project that we're applying for to replace the street lights.
On the land, you have the floor.
Are they gonna be city-owned streetlights?
They are now. We're just going to replace them. So yes. So they're the standard aluminum poles. One's right underneath the We Energies. We'll probably move them to the south side of the road now because they're in conflict and they're too close to the We Energy lines as they are right now.
Any other questions? All right, at this time, I'll approve item 0942-23. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right. Moved by the chair and seconded by the vice chair. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 0943-23, communication sponsored by Alder West on behalf of the finance director submitting bid results for official notice number 10, 2023 RFP audit services, contract number 2023-213. Staff recommendation that the contract 2023-213 RFP audit services be awarded to Baker Tilly USA LLP for the amount of $93,500. Fiscal note funding is proposed in the 2024 budget for $93,500 in account 1110152120. Finance audit services, $83,500, and the rest of it is in the transit system, 52120, $10,000. Director Fisher is here to speak on me. So this is a RFP that we do about every 5 years for audit services because it does exceed our current ordinance of a $50,000 professional service. So the $93,000 that's listed here is for the 2023 audit that is actually performed in 2024 by the auditors. And then there will be 3 years thereafter, and then an option for 2 years of renewal after that. So we went out to bid. We actually received just 2 bidders this time, which is a little bit unusual. We usually get more than that. Baker Tilly has been our auditor for several years. They are by far the largest government audit firm in the whole country. They're about number 10 in terms of audit size for the country, but they specialize in government. They have an entire team of people, over 300 people that all they do is government. In terms of the fees were very, very similar, which I was actually a little bit surprised by that. Generally, when audit firms bid, they try to way underbid on fees to get in the door. The fees were within $500 of one another, which is quite fascinating. So Kerber Rose is not one that has proposed in the past for us. They're out of Green Bay. So the location was a bit of a concern for me. Baker Tilly is out of Milwaukee, much closer, obviously. They do come down for about 3, almost 4 weeks during the year, multiple times during the year. So because the fees were relatively similar to what they have been in the past, the Baker Tilly, the increase that they propose is about a 3% increase, relatively small from what we pay right now. And just their experience in the market is just that much more advanced than the other firm. A couple of complications for the city of Racine make us a little bit more complicated. Our transit system is a huge federal program. Not all auditors know how to audit a transit system. It's a very specific audit. It's a standalone audit. FTAs involved, very complex. Also, our funding through ARPA and CDBG make us that much more complex as well. This isn't something that I would want to just shoot out there and be like, hey, anyone can do it. It's not really how it works. So at this time, we recommend Baker Tilly as our auditor for the next 3 years. Any questions?
Any questions? All right. Seeing none, I will make a motion to approve 0943-23. I have a second.
I'll second.
All right, properly moved by the chair and seconded by Alder Papprat. All those in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? All right, motion passes. All right, now that we have exhausted our agenda, meeting adjourned.
5:40. You win.
I sure do.